Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this live stream, which I planned at the very last minute because Vidit Gujrathi has reached the semi-finals of the Rapid Chess Championship by chess.com. It happens every weekend, and this time Vidit has managed to beat Sam Sevian in the quarterfinals. I was outside and I just saw that, oh my god, Vidit has made it to the semi-finals. I was like, let's go home. Let's quickly get rolling. So, welcome to everyone in the chat. How are you doing? Let me also make sure that I have the names of the players there on the screen. Hello, hello, guys. How are you doing? And I think this is the first time that Vidit has managed to reach the semifinals because he's been consistently qualifying through to the knockouts every weekend. But he has not managed to win the quarterfinals. But today he beat Sam Sevian. And now the next game has started. Oof, 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 oof. Vidit is black. Vidit is black. So let's just flip here. Second, let me the board here and make this go here. Okay, so knight f3 by Hikaru. The time control is 10 plus 2, so it's a very short stream. d5, e3, c5, d4. Okay, knight f6 with it plays in the center. b3, c takes d4, knight takes d4. Okay, that looks good for Vidit, right? Knight takes d4 means e5, and Vidit plays e5. He has a nice position now. Knight to c6, knight nikal do bahar. It'll go and defend everything. Nice center control, must position for Vidit. Hello, hello. Arnav says even last time against Hikaru he was much better and crumbled. Yeah, I think today he might not do that. Let's see. He's in Chennai for the training camp, but Vidit is such a professional that even in between his training camps, he's managing to find time for playing because I think it's important for him to do well in these events, and that's great dedication. 8 minutes 27 seconds. What is Vidit thinking? Is Vidit thinking knight to c6? Yes, he plays his knight, but he's taken quite a lot of time. And now Hikaru attacks this pawn once again. How do you defend it? Maybe bishop d6. Oh, he gives a check. Very nice, interesting move. You play c3, bishop ka bolti band, and then you come back. So, c3 is just blocking his own bishop. But Hikaru can go knight d2 as well. Rakshit, thank you. In the chat, last time VD prepared for Hikaru and played King F7 in the 5th and 6th move and surprised Hikaru. Ooh. And Rakshit was the one who told me that, oh, this is happening. And, I was in my kind of working on my fitness. But I said, okay, I have to rush back home. And we are here. So check. What is the time control for the Olympiad? Are Sambit Bishiji first. Let's think about this tournament right now. We'll talk about the Olympiad is classical. This is 10 minutes plus 2 seconds increment. If it's a draw, it goes into blitz. If whoever wins goes into the finals. C3. I think in the other finals, Parham Maksudlu beat Anish. C3 has been played. Now Vidit can come back to D6. Arun Narayan says Sagar has Vidit ever beaten Hikaru? I don't recollect in a tournament game. Maybe online, yes, but in a tournament game, not. Okay, bishop a5 was played. I think Vidit wants to keep an eye on this diagonal so that c4 is not played so easily. Yes, Asim says Anish blundered big time towards the end. He was completely winning. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it on the way back. But who will Maksudlu play? Who is the other semi-finalist? Okay, Meanwhile, on the time, Vidit has 8 minutes 13 seconds and Hikaru has 8 minutes 27. He goes bishop b5. Now, what is the threat, guys? If, let's say, in this position, I'm careless, what is white threatening? Maksudlu versus Fedos CF. Okay, got it. Got it. Hemang Huria says the whole format is wrong. Giving higher seed white pieces makes it only one-sided match. Well, yes, but in a way, I think Hikaru has just made a mess of his white pieces, and Vidit is just better. Yeah, exactly, guys. Knight takes e5 was a big threat because this knight is pinned here. So e4, oops, e4 makes a lot of sense. Knight to d4 and now bishop d7. So Vidit playing very logical chess. And if you were to take now on c6, he might as well take with the pawn. Here it's not possible to flag, right? Because it's 2 seconds increment. So it's very difficult to flag your opponent. Or is it just 10 plus 0? No, it's 10 plus 2. Yeah, Vidit is much better here. Madhu Khemani says knight c6, bc6 and bishop e2. That's what. Oh, Madhu Khemani, amazing. Will Vidit take with the bishop? I don't think. You take with the pawn, hit the bishop here, force it to go back. Meanwhile, you have a decent bishop here. Your other bishop will come on this diagonal. Will be very nice. A nice move by Vidit. Okay, goes back. Of course, let's castle now. Yeah, Vidit castles. I think white will also castle. So that, you know, why white will castle? Because more than castling, he wants to hit the center with c4. And he can't do that if the bishop is here. Oh, knight d2. Okay. Now c4 is definitely on the cards. And now what shall we do here? Rook e8. What's the point of rook e8? I mean, somewhere I think with it wants to prepare. Like, let's say if you go c4, he wants to take, maybe take, and do something like this, and then this rook defends this. But I don't know, like, what is exactly the point of rook e8? I'm not 100% certain here. See how the game continues. Rakshit says bishop c7 or queen d6 करके checkmate कर दो. That looks like a very logical plan. And Hikaru goes rook c1. Hikaru also being slightly not being 100% certain about what he needs to do, but this definitely is a good plan. Queen d6, bishop c7, and I think with it might be tempted to do that. Queen d6, yeah, start with bishop c7. Also, on the other hand, because you have the center control, you can push c5. Because let's say c5, and now if c4, then it's a lost position. Why? Oh, Vidit has played c5. Why is c4 a losing move? What is the problem? It's just completely lost. Saksham call, well done, very quick. Saksham, d4 is the correct move, and now you have a center, and this rook is also looking at the e4 pawn. Vedant Srivastav, daily dose, you're right. So I think c5, very cool move, and b4 by Hikaru. Smart. Hikaru says, I'm giving up a pawn here, bishop b4, but now I have control. So Hikaru is a pawn down, but he has this massive bishop on b2. Very powerful, very powerful. I think b4 was a very nice move. Maybe with it could have gone bishop c7, and after b takes c5, He could have gone for a double attack. You see, this is a loose piece here, and this bishop is looking here. So you can play either bishop takes h2, one idea, or queen b8, looking here and looking here. And white could have been in some trouble there. But Vidit instantly took without much thought. Also here, he is looking to keep his time intact. And look at the pressure that he must be feeling, right now, because he has to win, right? Okay, a draw is also fine, but if he wins, he moves to the finals. At the same time, he's a pawn up. I think the main compensation that white has is this bishop here. Matlab, let's say if I go here, trying to put pressure, and whenever my queen moves up somewhere, this becomes always a threat. For in this case, the rook would be attacked. Oh, and Hikaru plays rook c6. Very nice move. Hikaru has played his rook to c6. Time wise, Vidit has been doing pretty okay. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. It's chess, blitz, and rapid chess is all about nerves. Nerves means, like, when the time is going low and you are able to see the tactics and everything. That is what nerves means. But Hikaru, the reason he keeps streaming always, he keeps doing such stuff, he's always very, very alert for tactical things. By the way, threat is bishop f6. If you take with the queen, your rook is hanging. Queen b8, and now Hikaru gives up his strong bishop. So Vidit's king side is slightly ruptured. On the other hand, h2 pawn is hanging. So Hikaru says, I'll go g3, and he saves everything. And Vidit exchanges that active rook. Vidit is saying, Dekho bhai, mera king I know is slightly weakened. I understand it. But on the other hand, you are a pawn down and I have the bishop pair. So if ever we reach into an endgame, I will be doing well. Rook a6. And now a very, very good idea would be to put the bishop on e5. Because with that, this entire structure, two bishops with those two pawns, they are all protecting each other, would be very nice. Why not bishop f2, bishop h2? Yeah, that's a good question. If bishop h2, king here, and now if gf6, there's a typical idea here to trap this bishop. Do you know what it is? Do you know what idea it is? Yes, Amit Bhuvan, well done. G3. Chess codes, Arvind M. Take, and if you take with the queen, rook g1, and you lose the queen. So that's the reason why Vidit didn't go for it. He first took back g3, rook c8, rook a6, and now Vidit has 3 minutes 49 seconds. Hikaru has 5 minutes 19 seconds. Bishop b4. Ooh, interesting move. Bishop b4 with the idea of bishop h3 trapping the rook. Nice, Patrick bro. That's a good idea. But somehow it might be a little slow there. Bishop b4. Maybe he'll just move his queen away. White would move his queen away, then the rook can come out. Yes, Vidit plays bishop e5. Nice chess, nice play by Vidit. He's put his bishops very well. And you count the pawns. He's a pawn up. Doubled pawns, but pawn is a pawn. What does Hikaru do now? And look, this rook is slightly wavered. It's out of the game. This rook nicely positioned. Bishop well placed. Bishop, okay, not a great bishop. It's a bad bishop, but there's a saying, right? Bad bishops protect good pawns. And that bishop on e6 is protecting a very nice pawn. And Hikaru says, I want to get rid of that bishop. But Vidit is going to not let him do that. He's going to push the pawn to f5. That is for sure. Or do you think he'll go queen b7 attacking here? But queen b7, there could be some tactics like rook e6. Okay, f5. Pushing the bishop back has been played. Now how to continue? Because see, in blitz, the main, now with 3 minutes left, what happens is that when the king is exposed, in a classical game, black is doing really well. But with queen h5 coming in, knight d4, and Hikaru, this tricky guy, this rook will suddenly sack over here. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. The first move that comes to my mind is queen b7 to get rid of this rook. Oh, Vidit once again finds a tremendous move, rook to c4. Now, what this move does is that it stops the knight from coming to d4 because now you have some great control there. Secondly, the queen can now swing over to this side of the board. So let's say if you go queen to h5, I can even go queen c8, defending f5 and attacking a6. So now with it putting a lot of, and Hikaru plays queen h5, and with it does play queen c8 and rook a5. With its game, just from the accuracy perspective, has been insane, has been great, amazing. Ooh, but now a blunder, a mistake, and Hikaru's not going to let it go. Rook d5 is incoming. Oof. Rook d5, because rook king h8 ki jagah bishop c3 was important. Now king h8, look at this move, rook d5, you take here, bishop takes, attacks the queen, attacks h7, and if you go queen g8, in comes this boom move, bishop h7, hitting the queen, hitting the bishop. If queen here, oh, and Hikaru doesn't play it, bishop e4 was winning here. He plays rook d1, and well, I don't know who's better here. Maybe it's Hikaru still, but let's see. As I said, the position has so many tactical possibilities now. With this weakness, I think with it's going to find it difficult to hold everything together. It's somehow Hikaru is just able to create these threats. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. And now he just wants to sacrifice an exchange here. And with it going down on time, 2 minutes. This is the thing, when you play Hikaru, it's all about, you know, he keeps on building this pressure. Can Vidit fight back here? That f6 looks like the best move, because even if he takes here with the rook, don't touch it. Just keep this structure. You need this bishop. This bishop is the glue of your position. The moment it goes away, bishop f5 comes and h7 under pressure. Shaurya Thaplial says Hikaru did nothing, Vidhi just blundered. I won't agree with that. I think Hikaru gave up first a pawn, then he created some play. And also for Vidit, king h8 move looks pretty natural. The fact that rook d5 and bishop f5 and all these tactics work. And 1 minute 28 seconds, not easy to find a move. Here, I think mistake will happen from Vidit's end. It's very difficult to continue. What do? Because you see rook d5, and you don't want to give up a pawn just like that. So that's why he's going very low on time. By the way, I got this with its matka as a gift from someone. Oh, he plays bishop c3, but now Hikaru is just going to chop this off. Rook a d5, and the thing is that after bishop d5, bishop f5 is coming, hitting here, and h7. Oh, he takes what? And now what about queen g8? Ko bishop. So okay, with it still an exchange up, but h7. Look at these pieces of white. And I think the knight will enter, then the e4 pawn will hang, the knight will come to g5. So more than something happening immediately, it's like he has long-term pressure. And this is not going to be easy. Tremendous play. Queen g7. Okay, now knight c5. He'll play his knight here and then attack the e4 pawn. Yeah, also rook d7 is there. Patrick, bro, that you are right. Knight c5 is a cool move, attacking on e4. Vidit has only 18 seconds left. These are all great learning experiences, I would say, for Vidit, because somewhere, you know, Hikaru manages to always put him on the back foot. Rook d7 now hitting the bishop. Yeah, look. Hikaru's accuracy is also amazing. And now maybe rook e8. Yeah. Now knight g5. Attacking here, attacking here. If you take bishop g5, rook f7, hitting here. अर्नव धाम से सागर भाई कितने लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंसेस होंगे और इट्स अ लाइफ टाइम या अर्नव आई थिंक यू हैव टू कीप ऑन बिकॉज फाइनली इट्स ऑल अबाउट दैट a bit of skill that is needed, that needs to be ingrained, and you are there right up at the top. So these games really help, playing against these guys like Hikaru, who is in the candidates, who is playing amazing chess, by the way, guys. Whatever, I mean, retired and all, he's made it to the candidates. And also online chess, somehow he has that feel because he keeps on playing so much. Knight d6, bishop takes, and now rook d6. Oh, blunder! Blunder, rook h4. Can he find it? Well, with it, rook h4. Oh, finds rook h4. What a move by Vidit Gujrathi. And now queen h4, queen f7. Oh, Vidit is winning. What a move. What a trap. He had to take this bishop. He had to take. Whoa! Man, it's over. Game is over. Vidit is now a rook up. Oh, he's winning. He's winning. He's winning. What a tactic that was. Okay, calm down. Breathe. Queen c7. Just queen e7. Yeah, breathe. Rook up hai bhai, rook up. Rook f8 or rook c8. Just bishop g. नहीं, bishop g7 नहीं, mate होना नहीं है. Bishop f6. Calm down. Come on, Vidit will win this for sure. There is no doubt. I mean, okay, even if you have nerves, you can't mess this up. You're rook up. White has 3 pawns, but what? Let's go queen d6, queen d2, queen f6. Okay, I will go back to the game and try to understand what happened there, but Vidit won. 7 seconds left, but there's 2 seconds increment. 2 seconds increment on the clock, so queen takes e4 is a threat. Bishop b1, queen g7. So for now, Vidit has to make a few moves, gain time, but Hikaru being, he's not giving up. He's not giving up. People are saying, I can imagine Hikaru's facial expressions. Everyone can. He would be so upset because he was just there. He was winning. He was winning the game. Siddharth Ranade, pillar of Indian chess for 18 months. It's good to see you after so long, Sagar. I hope everything's well. Yes, Siddharth, very well. I'm doing very fine. Good to see you in the chat. Hitting this bishop. Okay. Hikaru will go back. Many people were like, some people are like, kitna learning or, hey, no, I don't think Vidit should take this because the bishop versus pawn endgame might not be easy to convert. So, well, you have to be patient here. You don't need to rush. It's also very difficult to break in because white is being very solid, but something will fall. Something will fall sooner or later. Yeah, rook d8, c2, queen c7. Okay, queen f6, c3, queen b7, rook f8. Yeah, keeping an eye here. Bishop can't move. Hikaru also staying cool. a5, good. Bishop b4 next. Put your bishop there. Pawn is bishop e1. Okay, guys, learn how to just be calm sometimes, not hurry. h6. 10 seconds. Yeah, Vidit has increased his time a bit. Also, the fact that he's making all these moves, he might be feeling a little bit more relaxed, in the sense that from that adrenaline in the position. Queen c8, king g7. Okay, let's go up. Who will he play in the finals? Finals will be between Vidit and the winner of Pedosiev and Maksudlu. So Vidit has a great chance to win this. I don't know what's the prize money for winning one event. Does anyone know? Oh, now you can't take, by the way, because f3 is hanging. With it still searching for this way to break through. Not easy, huh? Not easy. $7,500. That's a lot. 5 lakh rupees. Yeah. Now he's got this setup. Now he will be ready to move his rook up somewhere. Queen c2. Got his queen in. Looking here. Wants to win this pawn. No, 50 move rule won't happen because with its last move h6 and a5, pawn moves were made. So once the pawn move is made, the 50 move counter is reset. Queen d7. Hikaru moving so fast, he's not giving. But Vidit has also made Hikaru bleed on time. Yeah, he's also down to 16 seconds. Oh, Vidit's time. Queen f5. So low on time. Man, is this game going to not? Well, Hikaru is something. If he manages to hold this, that would be something. I think it's not so easy. Yeah, he's been trying to move around. He has to get his rook out, but the moment he gets his rook out, the queen starts checking. So now bishop e4 is, oh, bishop e4, draw, bd5. Oh my god, guys, this is nerve-wracking stuff. Suddenly Hikaru is the one who is going to, oh my goodness, oh my god. Come back. Vidit still better. Oh, what? Oh, Vidit going for a draw. No. What is happening? Check. Okay, draw. I think most likely draw. First 7,500, second 3,500, third 2,500. Okay. Draw. Man, what a game. What a game. Blitz now. And who would be upset? I don't know. Somewhere, maybe with it, because he was rook up. Somewhere Hikaru, because he was completely winning. Like, what happened here was, we were talking about this move knight g5, right? Knight g5, bishop g5, and rook f7 with the idea of hitting here. But Hikaru went knight d6, and with it took, and then came rook takes f7, and this was the move that was amazing move by Vidit, because Hikaru thought the queen has to move and rook h7 is coming, but this move you can't take, it's pinned, you take with the queen and f7 is hanging. What a beautiful tactic. Okay, game has started. Vidit is white. Blitz already began. 3+2. Okay, Catalan on the board, main line variation, b5, very much in fashion. Vidit well prepared. b5. Vidit can't draw the game right now, or he can. Or if he draws, Shashank says, Hikaru on Twitch says, this is so upsetting. Nothing more upsetting than throwing a winning game. I played such a brilliant game only to throw it away. True, but also Vidit would be upset. I think both of them would be upset at this point. If a draw, then bullet. 1+1. Okay, got it. So right now, Vidit is slightly better. He takes on d5. Okay, knight d5 makes sense because you attack f4. So this most likely will end in a draw, I think. And then they will go into bullet where anything can happen. Look at Hikaru's time, 3 minutes 10 seconds. It's all preparation for him. Guys, it's very addictive, yeah, to put water like this, like what Vidit does. शनमुख सेज बुलेट में हिकारू से टक्कर लेना मतलब रोनाल्डो के सामने गोल कीपिंग करना. हाँ, ट्रू, but also sometimes Ronaldo misses, yeah. But also, yeah, we should not get ahead of ourselves because this game is still pretty hot. Anything can happen. Although my general feeling is that this pawn and this pawn might get traded, and then like, okay, knight b4, and then there would be 4 versus 4, and Venkat Chengawala says wasn't easy to win a rook up. I agree with you. It was not easy because Hikaru defended so well in the previous game. But also, I mean, I think Vidit could have some point activated his rook, and that could have helped him. But Hikaru was playing so quickly, putting a lot of pressure. So yeah. Bishop f6, putting pressure on the b2 pawn. I think e3 was played so that later you get bishop f1. Harsh Patak, thank you for your super chat. Bishop f1 has been played, putting pressure here. Knight to b6. Okay, let's go. Let's push this knight away. e4. Why not? You know, you never know. e4, bishop e3, then later e5. Play can start rolling. I think e4 is a natural move. Vidit may want to go for it. But somewhere Vidit might also think, yeah, e4, he might be afraid of knight b4 hitting the queen. So he first goes queen b1. Now threat is e4, knight moves e5. If bishop e5, knight e5, queen e5, maybe bishop b4 would hang. So that could be his plan. Also, of course, he's looking in this direction with the rook putting pressure. Oh, white has slight pressure in the position. This is 3 minutes plus 2 seconds, right? Yeah, 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment. Yeah, guys, do like the stream. Let more people join in. If Vidit wins this, he goes to the finals, which we will stream. If he loses, then I would end the stream. Bishop e7, not a great move. 95. चलो इस पे और प्रेशर बनाते हैं c4 पे. Why not? e4 I like, but also knight e5. I think Vidit can play knight e5. Knight e5, is there a tactic like knight e3? Bishop e3? But in the end, this knight is hanging, so we should not forget it. But with its time, oh, 95, 42 seconds on hand only. He finds the best move in the position. But what to do about the time? Now his threat is knight e5, knight c4, knight c4, rook c4. And Hikaru gives up a pawn, c3. Logical. Vidit can take it now. Take on c3. Well, I don't. Yeah, he takes queen c7, and now knight has to move back. The way in which Hikaru plays, it creates so many threats on you that, okay, if it's a classical game, you have time to figure out everything. But in a rapid or a blitz game, when you have very little time, you see, every time Vidit finds a good move, Hikaru is ready with his next move, and Vidit is finding those moves. Only thing is the time. Now bishop e1 is the best move, but he took 5 seconds. Whereas Hikaru's moves come like zoop zoop. He's so quick. Now Vidit is a pawn up, but he's a minute down. That's almost like a pawn or more than that in blitz. Now Vidit speeding up. He brings his queen e5. Okay, knight f3. Vidit is no slouch. Yeah, he can also play quick when needed. Rook d1. e4 maybe. Knight to d6. Queen has to move back. Queen b3. These knights are such tricky monsters. Knight d2. Get rid of one of them. Yes, yes. 7 seconds on hand for Vidit. 1 minute for Hikaru. Time is the thing. When it comes to finding good moves, Vidit is right up there. But when it comes to time management, Hikaru just slightly better there. Or maybe quite better. Knight d2. What do you do? Can you go back like this? Then c4. Ooh, pawn moves up. So he can't do that. That's why Hikaru is thinking 37 seconds for him. Rook b8, queen c2. Vidit has a decisive edge here because this pawn, you see Vidit's pieces all very on the back rank, but they are bishops. Takes, now c4, push the pawn. Push, 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 yes. Pawn is moving up. Queen c5, rook b1, exchange the rooks. Exchange the rooks, he plays it. Bishop b4, ooh, with it unraveling, take on e4. 2 pawns up, 2 pawns up. This is not going to be easy. Beautiful game by Vidit Gujrathi. Gets his rook in. Queen d5 next to exchange the queens or attack this. This might end decisively in Vidit's favor. 9 seconds. Vidit. Hikaru has 22 seconds. Queen d5, offer trade, has to exchange. Otherwise, too passive. Too passive, have to exchange. 2 pawns up. Bishop e5, f4, let's go. Bishop e6 is the idea. Okay, because of the opposite colored bishops, there could be some drawing chances. But with f4, I think Vidit should be able to do this. Bishop c6, put the bishop there. Rook d2, g4, okay. h3, bishop h2. Okay, how to win this? You know, every time Hikaru manages to create some kind of a fortress, and with it has to now once again figure out, oh, what this? This bishop b3. He wants to attack here. Okay, got it. Rook d7. Oh, bishop e5. He'll just move it away. Hikaru's time also very low today. I mean, in this position. Bishop e3 is a threat. King f3, good move. Bishop b4, bishop b3. Let's get the bishop here. Threatening d6. Rook b2, bishop c4. Move up. If rook c2, rook c7. Rook c. Oh, bd3, bd3. bd3, king e4. bd3. No, king e4. This hangs. Bishop e2. With it, very calm, very calm. e4. Okay. Okay, I don't like this move. Suddenly, this bishop coming here. Oh, king g7. Will Hikaru wriggle out with a draw? How does he do it? Always. Yeah, this looks difficult now. This looks difficult once again. bd4. Oof. Yeah, 10 seconds is very low time. Oh, draw. Draw. Oh, man. So close. So close. So close with it. Oh, game has started already. Bullet. Bye. No time to breathe for anyone. Okay, game started with e4, e5, knight c3, ye khela. Okay, this is all with its prep. Yeah, let's see, guys. Who wins this? Hikaru definitely the favorite, has the white pieces, also very good at bullet. But I think with its last game was really good. Yeah, really good quality. I would say it was well played by him. Knight d4. Again, with it getting a good position, c5. c5, he has this knight beautifully poised. I like his position. Also 48 seconds on the clock. This one is 1 minute plus 1 second increment. d2, rook f d7. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Like his position. Queen A2, घुस जाओ अंदर. Okay, B5. He wants to push A5, A4, A5, B, A4, B4. Let's go. Rook D1, A4. Good move. Vidit really playing amazingly. B4 or patience. Queen C6. Yes. आराम से. इतनी भी जल्दी नहीं है. Now B4, because if you take, then rook takes. Vidit today proving that, he can fight Hikaru in any position, just time wise, not easy. Queen B5. Time, 22 seconds. Hikaru has 32. Position is beautiful for Vidit. Oh, he played B3. Yeah, okay. B3 here, knight C2, E4. Okay, very concrete stuff. You can't take. Rook is hanging. Queen can't take. Queen takes queen. Pawn takes. Rook would hang. So with it making Hikaru think, can you push D4? Maybe. But then E3 is coming. So Queen F4, good move by Hikaru, but he's gone lower on time than with it. Now can we take here? ED3. Or not really. Oh, this back rank issue. Wow, H6. Beautiful move found by Vidit. Rook D2. Takes, Queen E4. Maybe we'll end in a draw. Then Vidit wins, right? Draw means Vidit wins. This is Armageddon stuff, right? Black wins. So for Vidit, draw is enough. Isn't true? Is it true? Guys, just correct me if I'm wrong. No. Acha, next is Armageddon. Okay, got it. Okay. So here if it's draw, then next we go to Armageddon. And maybe they are all they are agreeing to a draw. But Vidit wants to play on. Oh, knight A3, knight A3. Knight A3, B2, B1. Can Vidit find it? Vidit. Check दे दो, मार दो, pawn मार दो. Queen D4. Oh, Vidit winning. भाई इतना एक्साइटमेंट नहीं सहन होता है यार. Queen D1 check. Exchange the queens. Knight G4 draw. Oh, bishop E1. Both making blunder. Queen E8, not finding it. Queen E3. 95 with it winning. Oh, what happened? Oh, he lost on time. With it lost on time. Oh, winning position. He was winning. He lost on time. Time flag. Man, so many things happened. So many things. Because this is winning. He just had to play 95. What do I say? I would say Vidit played better on the board. Hikaru handled the clock better. That's the end. And in the end, Hikaru managed to win and qualify to the finals. But really, I think, guys, hats off to Vidit, the way he played today. All three games really well. Very, very good fight. And I think we should give him the credit where it's due. And of course, credit to Hikaru for never giving up. In no position did he give up. I mean, only Hikaru can save so many lost positions. Only Hikaru, I think. No one else is capable of doing it. So, yeah. But great match, and thank you all for following this, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys. I just wanted to stream this, and I think it was worth it. I learned a lot from this. I also learned how Hikaru, you can never ever discount him. Rook up, piece up, whatever up, you can never ever be sure that you can win against him. And I also feel that with it, we'll learn a lot out of this for sure. And take care, guys. See you. Bye.